Let's talk about, man. You got like this incredible story. You University of Miami, but I know it started way before then. Like I want to know like where's Clinton Portis from first and foremost?
Man, I'm from Laurel, Mississippi. So I'm
Mississippi
from
boy from the SIP.
I'm from the SIP, man. And that's another thing. That's another effect. Growing up in the SIP, like you gotta know how to crack jokes. You gotta know how to jaw. You gotta know like your confidence gotta be there. You know, people sleep on us country folk. I'm from Laurel, Mississippi. I grew up in Gainesville, Florida. So I moved to Gainesville going to the seventh grade. And when at that stage, that transition, for 2 years, 3 years, I sat in the house, seventh grade, eighth grade. I didn't want to make friends. I didn't want to be around nobody. I just used to sit in the yard and shoot ball. And then, I get with, I formed my crew when we hit high school, and it was up from there.
What inspired you to get into football? Like, is it somebody in the neighborhood? What was your growing up? Your
Um,
inspiration?
I mean, growing up, as a kid, I knew I had talent. I knew I was fast. We used to race in the street and play throw up tackle.
Man,
All
you
the stuff
lived in
the kids
Mississippi,
don't do
man.
now.
Y'all ain't had no streets, man. Y'all
That's
was
what
running
I'm
on the
saying.
back
We
roads.
had concrete roads. I'm talking about with the rocks in it.
Asphalt, the
Type,
rock
yeah,
road.
asphalt. That you playing football in the street and you let me get over here so they can tackle me into the grass because if he tackle me on this concrete, and I'm gonna have to bust him up. So it was one of them. Just the upbringing, man. Like kids, I think if you look at sports today, that's what's missing in kids. That throw up tackle mentality, that determination. Like now, you know how tough you had to be to go and grab that ball, and there's 9 people standing around just waiting to tackle you. Nobody got on pads. It's a kid that's too big and too old that's out here playing. Like dog, you got to be brave to do that kind of stuff, and I think kids missing that. But just that Mississippi mindset and going to Florida, like I was slow. Everybody looked at me like I was slow. Like you talk slow, you do this, and it was just one of those that built up anger as a kid. Like, man, these people trying me. Like, I watch kids today, and it's like cool or it's like friendly when y'all playing, but you not the first pick. Like you still happy to be on the team. Like, dog, you didn't pick me first.
Chip
Like,
on my shoulder.
you didn't pick me first,
Yeah.
man. I'm about to dog y'all. And that was our mentality. Like, I would say if you talk to anybody in Gainesville, Florida, and they said, hey, the best athletes that came out of Gainesville, Florida were probably at that time, Clinton Portis, Rashad Durant, Chandre Garrison. All of us went to middle school together. All of us went to middle school together, and they were going to the high school. They were going to the black high school in Gainesville, East Side, and I wanted to compete against them. I didn't want to join them. Like I just felt like, bro, I did this for 2 years. Melvin McCray basketball, Orion Green played with the Celtics basketball. Like, bro, we had work at our middle school, and it was just one of those like, as a kid, remembering like, man, I want to go to this school so I can compete against the best. Not I'm going to the school to join them. And knowing that I had that mentality so early in life, I was always open to the competition. Like I looked forward to it. Like people like, man, how are you in the backfield with Willis and Frank and James Jackson, Najee Davenport, and you just were so confident. Man, I've been having to deal with being confident my entire life. I've been the underdog. So when it got to them, it was just one of those, I'm ready for the competition.
Let's talk about that, man. You brought up your University of Miami backfield, which was crazy as hell, man. You guys were stacked. What was the experience like going to the University of Miami? You guys were dominant college for many years. You come in with you guys have so many Hall of Famers. I mean, just recently we seen Devin Hester just get recently and Andre Johnson. You guys have a Hall of Fame breeding ground in Miami.
Yeah, man, for one, shots out there to Hester and Big Dre, man. Me and Big Dre came in '99. Like, we were a part of the class that really solidified and changed the University of Miami back to prominence. So to see them go in, like, man, when I saw Dre went in, that shit gave me chill bumps. Like, it was the same with E when I was with E when he got the call. That shit gave me chill bumps. You know, like when you know it's your brother, like, you know, it's your real brother. Like we
Yeah.
got it out of the mud. Like we came through the struggle together, and you see them getting the rewards. You know, Reggie and Frankie G, they coming up, and they're gonna go in as well soon. But when you see it, you like, man, we work together. Like we grinded together.